Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, I'm Carissa Sheila and I'm a mom to a 1-year-old as well as a wife to a mechanical engineer. And if you're not new here, well, hey, welcome back. I post every Wednesday and Friday and an occasional Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. My joy right now during everything going on has been reading a lot lately, so that's kind of where all this book stuff is coming about. If you don't follow me already on Instagram, I am posting more about my reading recommendations there if you need some more reading recommendations. I am a raunchy romance novel kind of person. I do enjoy that type of genre, but I do bounce from here to there on different books sometimes. And yeah, today's video is books that I read either in high school and early college. My genre kind of stemmed from early college when 50 Shades came in, and then I feel like my genre now has made 50 Shades almost like child's play, even though like 50 Shades is like based more into BDSM culture. I don't read that much into that culture as much as I just read raunchy romance, which is all the same, but like there's different kinds of romance. Anywho, back to what I would have read differently. These are all great series. I can still, not all of them are series, some of them are standalones, but I still enjoyed and still liked, and yeah. Also a little bit different, I am going to be posting at least one book review video a month of everything that I have read this month. So stay tuned for more of that. I'm going to start with Ellen Hopkins series. Oh man. They are all great. I don't know if you've ever read an Ellen Hopkins book, but they are all super amazing. The first one is Impulse. Well, that's not the first one out of her entire book, but like the first one that I'm showing. Impulse is really, all of these are probably trigger warning books. This was about 4 different characters end up in a mental hospital due to attempted suicide. So all of that comes into this, and you get to read their stories and what happens through them. If you've never read an Ellen Hopkins book, she writes very interestingly. I would never read her on Kindle because of how she actually does write. All of the pages are very different like this. When you get to change to a different character, they have different stuff like that. Can't remember, but there's some different things about each book. Anywho, so Impulse, again, trigger warning. It deals with self-harm and stuff like that. It is a really good book. Again, it's kind of teen-like. So I read all these in high school. This is Burned. This is her other one. This was, I'm like trying to remember, to be honest. Yes. This is I believe she's Mormon, and she does not take to it very well. She kind of does some non-religious things, and kind of ends up getting burned for it and stuff like that. It is very interesting it's about a girl questioning her religion and all that. Very interesting, worth the read. This is Crank. There's also Glass, which is her second one to this series, and I believe, I want to say it's Tilt would be like the third book. I can't 100% remember, but this is a really sad book in the sense that it's about the perfect daughter who turns into drugs and ends up having different stuff like that. I'm not gonna give you like that's like more of the synopsis. So again, trigger warning, drugs, all that stuff, and she finds out what that does to her life. Again, they're very short pages and interesting ways of reading. So yes, it may look really thick, but they're very short pages. Then Identical is all about twins, and a really twisted thing happens. It's a mind twist. Definitely a good one. These I definitely all read in high school. I've read a couple outside of high school, like early college, because they added to the books, like Tilt and a couple other ones. This series is fantastic. They are character series. If you don't know what a character series, it means that you could read this book or this book or this book all by themselves, or if you read them together, they kind of intertwine within themselves. I'm not a big character series person, but these are great. I've read these several times. I can pick them up and know exactly where they are. So it goes Perfect Chemistry, Rules of Attraction, and then Chain Reaction. So Perfect Chemistry is about Alex and Brittany. Alex is bad boy, Latino, comes from the wrong side of the tracks, part of gang member, and Brittany is perfect little blonde rich girl life, happen to fall in love concept. I'm sure you can get where I'm going with that. Then it goes into his brothers, Carlos and Kira, and they kind of the same concept, fall in love, shouldn't, but they do. These are all written in both point of views, so it's like an every other chapter kind of concept that you get. And then you got Lewis and Nikki's story. Again, same kind of concept. There's always the good boy, bad boy moments and all that. There is a little bit of spice to it. I would say maybe like a 1 flame spice rating to these. They were super sweet. It is based in high school, so take what you will. These I need to get the third book, or the fourth book, I'm sorry, of this I Serve Beer in Hell Tucker Max stories kind of thing. If you saw my 2020 review, I read the Shane Dawson, and they're like kind of like little essay stories. This is all based on his real life, Tucker Max. This book, I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell, was turned into a movie. Pretty funny. They're all super, each chapter is kind of like little anecdotes. I've read these several different times, so pretty funny. It goes, I hope they serve beer in hell, assholes finish first, and hilarity ensues. And then I think there is another book, but I don't know the name. I'm definitely gonna have to pick that up because I love his books and his style of reading. He's super hilarious. He's pretty much kind of screwed around everywhere and doesn't care, and pretty much whoever is his next conquest, he doesn't care. Pretty much anything he can get away with, he'll get away with. Lived his life kind of thing. It's pretty funny. I definitely recommend them if you just need real life stories kind of thing. He is a lawyer, and yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, it's also really funny. There's great funny moments in that, and he just talks about his friends and all the stupid crap that they've done. This next series is what I read after 50 Shades. Like, so 50 Shades kind of got me into that like raunchy romance, and then this series was my next series, which is the Silvia Days Crossfire series. It starts with reflected in you, intertwined with you, captivated by you, and then it got into one with you. Maybe there's another one. I kind of got very, I didn't ever finish it. I really enjoyed the first 3 books, but there was kind of just like a drag on in the 3rd book that the last probably 25% was like the best part of that last book. But it is what it is, and they were good. I do recommend them, but at like a 9 out of 10 recommend. Like I said, they were good, but they weren't that great. Of course, you all know the 50 Shades series. I did enjoy the 50 Shades series when they came out. I think they changed the game for people to actually enjoy that kind of romance novel, the new modern romance. And now that there's so many different kinds of romance novels, I think it made it all fun. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you need more book recommendations, head on over to my Instagram. Check out my book rec highlight on there. I will be posting anything like that. They are going to be super vague so that there's not a lot of information. So enough to like tell you whether or not you'll want to read them, but if you need more of a synopsis, make sure that you check back here at the end of the month for my full month recommendations that are already on there, but just a little bit more in depth. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I love you guys oh so much. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss anything that we're posting. I hope to have a day in the life here soon. I love you guys. Mwah! Bye.
Turning out to be a perfect day. I just wanna leave our normal lives behind us. So let's get lost out here. No one else out here. Find ourselves out here. Oh, we could disappear into this atmosphere where this water's clear. Yeah.